Four things business owners, or I would say successful people, probably have in common. Not sure if everybody has it, but part of it is an emotional problem there. Timothy Jensen, Jensen Transport in Independence, Iowa. Hey, there's four things that business owners or successful people seem to have in common. And I just want to talk a little bit today about that. I would say number one, the biggest thing that business owners or successful people have in common. Number one, we're willing to try. That's a big deal. We're willing to put it out there, willing to try, put the effort in, their best effort in too, not just a little bit. Try not to swear there. It's this early in the morning. Willingness to try, but also a willingness to believe that there is a reasonable possibility of success. Even if that possibility of success is maybe 40 or 50%, you got to give it a try. I'd say that's one of the biggest things. So if you're not willing to try, you're not going to be able to do any of the other steps. It's just impossible, because that's the biggest thing. You have to believe enough in yourself, or maybe not even believe in yourself, just believe it's possible. Just believe that you can do it. And it doesn't have to be you believing in yourself. It's just the steps that you're going to take. You need to believe that they're going to succeed. Number two, you got to be willing to fail. I mean, you need to be willing to fail horribly, miserably, or even just whatever percentage you think you're going to fail. I mean, and you got to be able to live with that. You got to be able to go through that and know that, hey, I might fail at this, but I've got to give it a try. So succeeding, failing, it doesn't matter, but you got to be willing to fail too. And if you can't handle the emotional aspect of failure, of rejection, of knowing that people might even look at you and go, hey, I know that guy's going to fail at that, and they just sit back and watch. What if you don't? What if it's a 1% chance that you've got possibility of success? I mean, and most of those problems or issues are not something that's going to be a game changer. Very rare do you ever have a game changing idea or possibility, but it's just that ability that, yeah, I know I may fail at this, but I'm going to try anyway. And I would say either way, number three, big thing that business owners and successful people have is we're usually not happy with the outcome. We are generally unhappy with the outcome. I don't care how good the outcome is. It usually falls short of the goal or standard that we have already set for ourselves or for whatever we're doing. I mean, even if it goes, oh, that nailed that one, that's 100% big win. In our minds, our goal is so much bigger than what we're trying to put out there that even when we get what we want, big win, it's still not enough. It's still not what we're looking for. I mean, and I think that's one thing that drives all that stuff, and it drives the next step, that willingness to try over and over again. Even on a success, your willingness to go back out there and say, I think we can improve this process. I think we can do this a little bit more simply. A lot of these big problems, I would say, start off so complicated because we just don't know what we're doing. Once we figure out what we're doing, then we realize which steps we can skip, which ones we can remove entirely, stuff that doesn't even matter or doesn't even change what we do. It doesn't matter how many times we do it, the outcome is still the same. And then you look at it and go, why are we even bothering with this? Why are we doing that? So four things business owners or successful people seem to do. Number one, we always try, hope to succeed. Number two, we know we're going to fail, but we're okay with the failure. Number three, usually unhappy with the outcome, whether it's a success or failure. It doesn't matter. We're usually unhappy. And that's one reason that it drives us to do more. And number four, that willingness to do it and try to do it over and over again, even if it's just a minute improvement over time. A lot of that stuff, we're looking at that and willing to do it. So Timothy Jensen, Jensen Transport in Independence, Iowa. Hope you're going to have a great day. Hope you get some value out of this. And don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to succeed. You realize when you do succeed, still might not be happy with that outcome. Be great.